Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to the stream. We're here, we're ready, we're back. How is everybody? Hi, Panda. Hi, Green. Welcome to the stream. Amar as well. Howdy doody. Quick question, Amar. Crypto's got a new team. Did he leave 52? Did he leave already? I know, about time. I'm sorry. I was getting my makeup on. I was getting beautified. I've been, trying to get prepared for the stream, chugging candy because it's fun. Here we are. Okay. But today is the day we do Q&A. That rhyme, or is it just a bunch of A's? Let me know. Okay. So we'll wait a couple of minutes just to let everybody get into chat here before we start going off. Hang on. There we go. I'm fine. Ah, why am I sneezy? Goodness me. But how are you all today? You're trying? I'm sorry. Is this week going better? Bless you. Bless you times 3. Thank you, guys. Hi, Brazen. Good morning. How are you guys? I'm just chomping on some candy here. Hang on. Hi. How have you been, Brazen? Tell me how you have been. Amar, did you hear me? Has crypto left 52 already? I mean, I could just look it up on Wikipedia. Lol. The other day. Why? Do we know why crypto left already? He had one season with them. Do we know why he left? Seems a bit short. Good, glad to hear it, Brazen. I've been good. I've been busy. I've been good. Yeah. Figuring out my trip to PMGC finals. Cause League, I think, is probably gonna not be anywhere near me. So going to finals. I think I was confirmed for media access. So yeah. That's gonna be fun. So I get to interview players and stuff. So we're gonna be doing the contents. I don't know what to do with my hair right now. Okay, this is buzzing when I talk. Smack it around, that'll make it better. Are we better? See? Works every time. If it ain't working, smack it. Alrighty. We're gonna be getting into some analysis in just a second here. I need to come up with some content ideas. Some people have given me content ideas both on Discord and on Instagram. There were a couple on Instagram that I really liked the idea of. Where do I find my old stories? Hello. There it is. Archive. Smack it around, I'll make it better. I should be. I should do that. Make way, make way. Member coming through. Oh, look at him. Saturo. Hi, Saturo. Welcome to the stream, Mr. New Member. Hello, hello. Appreciate you. Bada bing, bada boom. So I got a couple. We're just talking about PMGC content pieces, and I liked one from Mr. Beast, no, IG Beast 159 said interview daily routines and habits as an esport player so we can get the psych side of esports. That's cool. I could do almost like a mini day in the life from various trying to interview various people about what they do in a day, a couple of coaches, and then compile it into one video. That's a really good idea. This other one, I want to know about the mindset and in-game communication of players. So, like, I think what I'll probably do is I'll wait to see how the games go and then try and interview a few people and see what they do there. Somebody wants me to interview TT King, which would be kind of awesome. Oh, that's Red Dot. Wait until EMEA finishes. Okay. And try to interview some best players and coaches, which I was already going to do. Did he, Saturo? He might have done. Yeah, probably. Probably did, but I can do another. So that was some of the ones on Instagram, which I really like the mindset ones. And then on video suggestions, I could interview Regiosio. That would be awesome. Harvey wants me to interview Top. Payne wants me to interview Matic and Kitsune, which y'all know I already will be doing. Green wants me to interview Shifan, which absolutely, I'm so glad he's going because we get to finally meet up. We were supposed to meet up last year and his team didn't make it to finals. Navi wants me to interview Guild Esports and how they feel about playing PMGC and where they see themselves overall. So I could, there's some stuff. There's things here. That's just kind of what's been rolling around in my head. I also want to do, I'm going to vlog the entire experience as well, like, you know, what it is going to PMGC. I'd like to do a couple of mobile streams if I can, like just really quickly, like if it's a lunch break or something, or lunch, whatever, and you kind of are in the cafeteria and you kind of go, you know, cool. Sorry, I'm sniveling. What's up with me? What else? I do want to interview some coaches and try and get maybe some cool questions there, but I don't want it to be like really cut and dry interviews. I want it to be fun as well. If Jason and Max end up going, I'll probably want to see if I can get a collab with Pandemonium there. We could do something super fun. I know they had talked about doing like a hot sauce challenge with the players and things, and I think that'd be super fun to be a part of or to collaborate with them on that. Because it was really funny because they were talking about hot sauce stuff and how they could do it with casters. And as Jason was saying, oh, we could do it with the players as well in PMGC, my brain 2 seconds before that had gone, hey, content piece, I could do it with the players at PMGC. But of course, he can talk faster than I can type. And I just went, no, that was mine for 2 seconds. So it'd be cool if we could do that together, maybe. I don't know. There's things to do, but I did end up booking my hotel, so we're good. But now my card keeps declining for the train. I don't know why. I've got the money in there, so but I don't know. But a little bit of a delay there. Hi, Celio. Welcome to the stream. No, Cielo. French. I've watched clips of them. Green. I've not watched full ones. Just not ever been super interested in that. But I know the concept enough to know that'd be super funny. So I'm slightly excited to maybe do something like that. Shaq was your favorite? Oh yeah. Wasn't there like a bunch of memes coming out about that? German? Okay. Kansas don't know hot. MGK ones? Yeah. Yes, no Spanish. Oh, so it's cielo? Yeah? Okay. Well, because ciel in French is sky. I assume it's similar in Spanish. So I was like Cielo, and it's like there's no IO there. It's just Cielo. But hi, Proby. Hi, Region as well. Yes, hotel all booked. I'm gonna be there from the 4th to the 9th. So I'm leaving the morning after PMGC, which I'm like, no, but I've got to do, it's a work trip, so I have to be there a day early and then leave right after. Because I can't afford all that in London. Oh my god. Please come to Paris. It's not as expensive as London. I don't know for the life of me why they won't go to Paris. Like, why would you go to the UK? I'm not complaining because at least everything's in English, right? And we get to have our British casters, our English talent yakking up there. Great, good, excellent. However, why would you not come to Paris where everything is way cheaper? Like, I can afford several nights in Paris. It's not that hard. You know? London is insane. I have one hotel choice. One. Crazy. Spanish for darling. Oh, interesting. All right, bro. What up, Eiffel Tower girl? There you go. That's better. Fan meetup when? Whenever you come to PMGC. I've been recognized a few times by people, so I suppose that's sort of a fan meetup-ish. It's a very weird feeling. Like, I'm just over here doing my own thing, right? And I know people know who I am and stuff, but like, to have people fairly randomly come up to you and kind of go, "Hey, are you Neptura?" I'm like, "I might be. Why?" They're like, "Yeah, we know you. We watch all your stuff." Oh, it's like it's like I'm not PewDiePie. I'm not PewDiePie or anything. What do you mean? Now this was at PMGC Satoru, so it was all of us. All of us there. That was Kat and Kawaii, but also a couple other people. Oh no, I've forgotten now. I've forgotten. I think it happened like 3 times, but this is like, so we'll see how it goes in PMGC if anybody else will recognize me. I'm gonna come and ask for your autograph. Sure. No one's done that yet, so y'all can. All right. We've been here 20 minutes, guys. Does anybody have a Q&A, a Q to for me to A? Does anybody have a Q for me to A? This is just a background. I'm not here to do this right now. We're here for your Qs so I can A them, you know? I kind of want more candy. Not gonna lie. Although I shouldn't spoil my snack because I got cake in the fridge. The diet's going well. It's fine. It's not really cake, it's more like pudding. It's a chocolate and pear pudding. Like, when we go out to the big city, math questions up, they're allowed, but I can't guarantee I'll answer them correctly. When we go out to the big city, which is like an hour away, it's a whole day trip. So what I like to do is we normally get lunch, like get little sandwiches or something from the store. And I like to have the little French confectionery. I like to buy that for the family or whatever. And sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. This time they didn't. So it's mine. And so I have to finish it. So. Great question, Green. Answer Turo, but we'll answer Green's first since she was first. Let me finish this. Wait. There we go. Okay. Let me look in my inventory here to see if I have anything about uphill that we can use a little bit here. Doesn't matter if it's arrows or what. Uh, 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 uh. I really, for some reason, I've gotten really out of the habit of making actual analysis videos. I'm stuck on that one video and I haven't gone back to it because I'm scared. I need to make actual content. So this week we're watching EMEA. I'm gonna be making some videos and we're gonna go back to the old channel, the old things, because I keep forgetting that I can do that. It's really unfortunate. I need to be able to do that. So we're gonna do that. Because at the end of the day, they're not hard to make, right? If I'm showing something, if I'm explaining something, it's not hard. I just never can do it in a timely manner. I always take 16 hours. Let me check this really quickly here. This is sort of uphill, but I don't think the clips I have are of the uphill, so I think we'll have to use yeah, this is not going to give us as much of a view as we want, I think. Oh. Well, I mean, we could maybe do this. This might work green. So, there is throw Hail Mary Mollies and nades. There is that. And that is an effective strategy. I mean, it's kind of working here a little bit. But I think we're going to use this this bit here. And we're going to pretend that this is a much steeper hill than all of this, but it's just an uphill place to help you understand. I think it's going to be a good explanatory video. So we're going to say that we ignore all these Molotovs and stuff, okay? Ignore that anybody's here. We're just using the terrain for this one. So your guys are here. Let's say they might be stationed a little differently. They're going to be up along this ridge line, something like that. We could also say there's a compound up at the top of the hill, and that's going to give them a much different look down at you, which we can cover in a second, but we'll cover open ground here. So I've just thought of a clip that I have that would be useful for that. Anyway, so let's say we have a full squad at the top of this hillside, and this is what they're doing. And you want to move up this way. Actually, we need to... Oh, that poor man is in the rain doing that. It's raining, and we've got the hedge cutter coming up and down here, and I don't know how it's cutting anything, to be honest. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna make them nice and big, because why not? Okay, you're trying to come up here. You want this spot. Ain't happening, though, because they're looking down at you. They cover this area, he covers this area, he covers this area, and he covers basically all of this area. Okay? So from this perspective, you're kind of looking at, it's impossible. What do we do? I'll tell you what you do. So first, you are going to throw some tactical stuff up there. We're going to be saying you're in vehicles for this push. All right? So if you're, say, down here, you're going to want to move up. You're going to have at least 2 to move up here. Maybe to some cover to throw some nades. That's what I would want your off angle to do. So you're going to have an off angle in a vehicle come up here. Come to this ridge. This one right here-ish. Okay? They shouldn't know you're there. So you're going to come up here. And you're going to be right there. And I'm going to put a green dot here. I'm going to put a white dot to make it a little bit more obvious. Your off-angle player is going to be right here, and this is where those nades come over. But he shouldn't show himself, right? It needs to be mysterious nades. If you have this sort of ridge, if you have an angle where you can kind of keep a player sort of hidden, but he's within nade range, do so. Do that. Then you're going to take 2 players, and you're going to do separate vehicles if you can. It's going to be a lot riskier in one vehicle. So do something like that where you charge full speed ahead. And this should work because your guy is out here throwing nades already, right? So off angle first, start throwing those nades, get them panicking a little bit. As those nades are starting to get thrown or start to go off, is probably a better way to say it, once they start landing, then you have two players come through, come straight across, full send, so that all of a sudden they're over here. You could even, if it does have a ridge similar to this, whoops, is do this here and then go across like that. You could do. But my point for now is come across, then you have another angle here, and that is another point of attack. So now you have 4 points of attack. You could even, if you wanted to, do something like this. One stops here, the other one goes full ahead, comes back around, and the other one is out here. Does that make sense? So now you've got 4 lines of attack here up a hill, but you're using that ridge to your advantage. Another way you could play this is if you look at the ridge this way, this is the ridge, and then you have this sort of this ridge line here before it starts going down, right? That's kind of what we're looking at. What you might also want to do, have a player stationed, let's see, on this ridge line here-ish, somewhere here, looking up. Have your other players run around here. Try and bait out their shots, because the minute they peek over that ridge, you should be able to get a knock from somewhere here, right? That's when you go in with your off angle, bada bing, bada boom, off angle, and a direct assault with 2, because you've already got that knock, right? Start throwing nades, start doing whatever you want. Once you've got that knock, you're good to go. Whoops. There we go. Witty lines, shut up. It's more of a ridge than a hill. I know. It's the concept. Have imagination, sir. All right. Now, what if you have a compound? All right, let's look at a compound now. So, ingrain that in your brains. It'll be in the VOD later. It's fine. Let me see if I can find this clip. Where did I put it? It wasn't that one. It was about smokes. Do I still have it? Let me check that I still have it, actually. Hang on. I might not have it. In which case we're gonna have to make it up. Videos, what's this? No. 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 Got a lot from PMWC, but it wasn't PMWC. I want to say it was CSA Spring, but it might have been PMWC. It might have been. No, not this. Oh, that could work. Let's look at this. Hang on. No, it won't work. Do I have it? IGL tips video. I did already do that. No. Drat, where is it? No, where is it gone? It was Falcons. And it was a hill. Yeah, I don't know where that's gone. We're going way back. PMGO. Okay. I want to say it was CSA, but I can't remember. Screenshot. That's PL. That's not gonna be it. IGL short. New. PMWC, PMWC, PMWC. I suppose I better look at PMWC. Let's just check that. No. No. Ah, it's gone. I don't have it anymore. I must have deleted it. Oh, that is annoying, though. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, wait, is it this one? Dang, it's not, but it is close. It's fall CSA. Interesting. PMGC. Why am I going back to PMGC 2023? What the heck? Where was I going with that? This one? No, not that recent. Okay. I don't have it anymore. That's rip. Hi, Razor. How many fingers? I play thumbs. Yeah, and gyro. I love off angles and distractions, Green. It's so much fun. I love it so much. In the description, Green. Yeah. Any tips for your first money tournament? Don't treat it like your first big money tournament. It's the only thing that's going to change between this and what you're normally doing is going to be people are just going to play a little bit harder. Okay? They're going to be a little sweatier about it. Don't think about it as this big event because you'll crack under the pressure. 100% you will crack under the pressure. And I'm not saying that you're weak. I'm not saying anything. It's what happens. Everybody does it. So don't do that. That would be my biggest thing is keep your head on. Need a command. Oh, I should do green. This week, I'm going to be revamping my stream. It's October. Time to get all the spooky stuff out. Time to fix issues, do all that. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll get some links for you, Green. But thank you, Nova. Razor. What the heck? I play thumbs too, and I play with Ace Lawrence, and he said I should switch to 4 fingers. 4 fingers is cool if you can do it. I tried switching to 3. Could not do it for the life of me. I do not have the coordination for that many fingers to be playing. Just thumbs is all right for me. It does hurt my movement a little bit. So I tend to not really go for the CQC, the 1v1, the whatever. I'm not really all that great about that. But for general playing, and I think I support my team pretty well. I'm good with thumbs, really, seeing as I'm not competitive. How can I get a coach for my team? How can you get a coach for your team? Well, you can go into the Ko-Fi link that Razor sent into the chat. You could do that. Also, it's a shame because there's not really a one hub for coaches, which I really wish could be a thing. I just don't know how you would sort it. I don't know how you would make it into a place that people would legitimately use. So it's gonna be difficult. I would ask around in your community, King, if you're active on Instagram, if you follow a lot of people over on Instagram, if you know a lot of people on WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever you use, I would ask around, see if there's anybody who wants to coach. Also, you can try out our Discord. We have a 24/7 helpline for anybody who wants to go ahead and has something they need to try and fix, something that they don't know what's happening about it, and there's things that they want to try and do, but they need advice. Check out our Discord. We have a 24/7 helpline. So go ahead and try that as well. Thumbs for 6 years, same. Same Panda, started season 2 as well, let's go. Back when you could put an 8 times on an M4, it was great. That's the wrong Discord, Panda! I haven't changed the link on that. It's weird because Stream Elements, I did change it, but it doesn't want to change. So I have to fix it. Link is in the description. All my links are in the description. Probably don't try the commands just because they're wrong. I need to change that this week. I'll try and do it Thursday. I'm out all day tomorrow. Awesome King, welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's see what else. So for compounds, it's basically the same thing. You have to be a little bit more careful of the angles because if it is a compound at the top of a hill, they're going to have more sightline over you that you can't really do anything about. So if they're shooting you from a window, they can see more of the downhill space, and you can't, they have more cover as well. So it's a little bit trickier. I would definitely then opt for that off angle / distract play. And I would also try and full send. I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stop close. I would full send as much as possible. Get to an angle where they can't actually shoot down at you, because if you go right up to the compound walls, they can't shoot at you. That's your safest point. That's where you're going to be able to check your nades and do all that and do a strong push. So I would then in that case do send an off angle / distract. Those two have to go together because otherwise they'll hear the off angle coming, or they'll be on the lookout for it. So distract, off angle, nades, full send, more nades. That's how I would play a compound at the top of a hill push. That's the right Discord. There you go. Yeah, Panda, that would be pretty yikes. Also, Saturo said, question, how does one mentally prepare for a major tournament? People keep asking me about mentality when I have a video I'm struggling to work on about mentality, so I don't want to give anything away. Major tournament, don't get in your head about it. A tournament is a tournament no matter the size. People, especially the higher up you go, the more likely you are playing with the same people over and over again. As long as you've analyzed the teams that you do play with a lot, as long as you've analyzed them, as long as you've worked really hard to identify weak links in your own strategy and figured out, the best possible strategy you can, things are always going to have to evolve and change as you play more tournaments or during the tournament often. But as long as you really, really feel confident, make the changes that will make you feel confident in your team and in your strategy. Analyze the teams around you and just play your game. Don't think about it too hard. Identify a good position as an IGL. I have a lot of videos about that. My biggest tip for you, King, would be to analyze your favorite teams, analyze professional teams, PMGC, PMSL to some extent, but probably only the top ones in that now that we have, like, PMPL would have been okay, but I think PMSL has a lot of teams that are moving up into it because they can qualify now, and so that makes it sort of a little bit more difficult for you to analyze because a lot of their strategies might end up being wrong or having to change that, and that won't help you. So I'd stick with PMGC, PMWC, PMGO now. Stick with those. Analyze your favorite teams. Why do they do something? Why don't they do something? Why did this work this time but not work this time? What changed between games that made them not do this? That sort of thing. Once you've got a lot of that in your head, you'll be able to identify why positions are good or not, and then it'll come with experience, as Green says. Yeah, A lot of VOD review, a lot of map knowledge. That's really what comes into it. Yes, yes, yes. When does well, I can look EMEA because I've missed the first several weeks of it now. I'm very sad about it. I didn't mean to. I just kept forgetting. It's at a really odd time, and I've not really seen much it like advertised much. Like it's not been on Instagram or anything. Not really. Oh, I missed League. No. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, we got this week left. Okay, 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 okay. So that starts tomorrow. Might not be able to see much of tomorrow because I'll be home late and exhausted. But the rest of the week I'll be watching at least as much of it as I can. Let's get some content out of that. What Green said. What Green said. Absolutely. I want another piece of candy. Guys, can I have another piece of candy? Thank you. Appreciate y'all giving me permission on this one. Don't worry, I'll brush my teeth. Hi, Rougeau. Welcome to the stream. I'm good. How are you? I washed my hair this morning, and I let it air dry, and so it's a bit wild. It keeps sticking up where I don't want it to. But I generally let it air dry because my hair gets quite brittle when it's wet. I mean, hair does anyway. But mine especially so, and so if I try and brush it or blow dry it or anything, it breaks it, and I'm just like, you know what? You can air dry. That's fine. Also, I have a lot of hair. It's long. Blow drying's a pain. Good. Right, we're coming up on 45 minutes here. So, anybody else got any questions before we leave stream for a bit? Yo, Roman came in? About time. I thought Roman was always here. You have a problem with leaving during a fight, for instance, if we land Painan and there is a team. So you're saying you having a hard time knowing when to, and how to disengage from a fight. That's an interesting one. Let's think. It depends on the other team as well. I would say if you land Painan and there's a team landing with you, then once you make the call that you need to leave, then you need to pick up like 2 guns and get out of there. I wouldn't be spending a long time looting. There's plenty of spots. If you want to loot and then leave, it's a little harder. Yeah, I'm thinking you're thinking this is a surprise thing. This is not a hot drop. If you're hot dropping, then if you know you're hot dropping, then you need to fight it. Don't hot drop and then leave. That's just going to kill your team. So, if you're hot dropping, make sure your mindset and your positioning are for fighting, exactly like Greed said. Okay? If it's a surprise and you're like, oh, I didn't know there was going to be a team here. We got to get out of here. But that team goes, hey, there's a team here. We got to fight this team. Make sure you have nades, make sure you have Molotovs, make sure you have stuns. Smokes would work as well, just because you don't identify what is clinking next to you until it goes off a lot of the time. So a smoke can easily be a nade until it goes off, right? So I would use those, if that team is pushing and you don't want to fight, chuck those and get out. Chuck it that way and move in the opposite direction. They're landing late and we don't want to take the fight. Well, if they're landing late, then you're already looted and you can take the fight. If you know that there's a team that lands there with you, take the fight. You can't share a position, right? You can't share a position knowing that there's another team there. That's not how competitive works. If you don't want to fight upon dropping, upon like a hot drop, if you don't want to do that, find somewhere else. If you do decide that, hey, this fight is not going to be good for us, we've positioned ourselves wrong, they've positioned themselves well, do what I said. Get the nades, get the smokes, any sort of utility, throw it at them well, like throw it through their window, throw it at a door, use smokes to block their sight lines, whatever, and get out of there. Because that's going to stop them. That's going to go, oi, we need to wait for a second, hold up, and that's going to give you just enough time to leave. Make sure your exit is not visible to them. So if one of your players moves from building to building and gets knocked, that's his fault. Don't go back for him. Because what that's going to just do, if he gets knocked, and those players, those enemies, are going to come straight for him, and now you're in a fight. So you need to make sure that you aren't seen either. So take that into consideration as well. But if you're hot dropping and you know there's a team there, don't just leave. Just go somewhere else if that's the case. I'm just looking at EMEA here real quick. Yeah, so what's been going on? League rankings. How is Na'Vi at top of everybody else? That's crazy. And it's top 12? Top 16 go through? Oh, okay. Team Falcons. Who's in Team Falcons again? Ragnar. Ali, okay. Okay. Yay! Awesome! I'm so glad, King. Yes, let's go. Get the whole team in here, Let's just chat about it. Watch all the videos. I'm not saying that so you watch all my videos. I'm saying that because all my videos are analyzing professional teams, the way they rotate, the way they take fights, their angles, how they decide things, IGLing, all of that. So all of my videos are going to be super duper helpful to you. And I'm not just saying that. Like, if I literally look at my content, and you know this because you've been watching my channel for a few days. You've been binge watching just a little bit here. But like, if we go here, right, and we go down. Also, I put up 2 new videos, everybody. I need to promote them. I thought people would watch them. But like, IGLing, winning game, on an edge of the cliff, taking away the advantage from the enemy. That's a super good one. You'll want to watch that one for sure. Inner city strats, how to play inner city. Then we've got A7's Guide to Plank Houses with Maxman. There's always that one. Throw nade, not the game. Deciding when to push a team. Don't get cornered with NHP. This was really good. This was a lot of fun to record. Literally with John and Blank, that's so much fun. Icons, legends. And I did a podcast episode with them, which is sort of a podcast. It's an hour and a half though, so it's quite long. But we did a lot of good stuff there. Smokes, gosh, that's been 7 months. What else? Play ridges, how to play ridges, control zone like Chinese teams. I love this thumbnail so much of PB. It's so funny. It's an awful thumbnail for click-through rate. I think it's got like a 2% click-through rate, but I just love it. It's so funny to me. Anyway, Ultimate Competitive Guide to Rotation, 24,000 views, my most viewed video by far. Very, very helpful. So like, there's a lot of videos. There's a lot. And all of them are super helpful, I think. Oh my god, that's my first video right there. 3 years ago, guys. Oof. That's something else right there. Sheesh, Manish Batman. Anyway. Anywho. So, there's loads of videos. I have so many. I have 200 videos now. My last video was my 200th upload. So that's kind of cool. Anyway. Anywho. So I will be streaming again tonight, but that will be gameplay. I was in the DMs with Maxman. He's gonna come in as well for some games. We're gonna be playing a little bit of Ultimate Royale, and we're also gonna be playing some of the new modes. So that will be fun. That will be at 9 p.m. tonight, which is in, well, 4 hours would be 8:30, so 4.5 hours. So I'll be back in 4.5 hours to stream some gameplay. And then on Thursday, we've got another analysis stream. But that one is going to be probably EMEA related. Tuesdays are Q&A, Thursdays are analysis. And then we'll do another gaming stream that night as well, and probably for the rest of those evenings. So there you go. So that's kind of our streaming schedule. At the moment, I'm trying to do it so that it's analysis in the afternoons, gaming in the evenings, except for Fridays and Saturdays when it's in the mornings. Very complicated, I know. Really, Panda? Oh my god, that's a what? Was that? When was that? That was like... Was that April? It became a VIP in end of March. So it was either April or May. Oh, he's got the clips. He's got the clip. Uh-oh. Do I want to hear myself cast? I'm not sure I do, to be honest. I try and avoid it as much as possible. Which a lot of casters, ew. There we are. There we are. Lordy, here we go. The nade, 1v3 nade from Brazen's crew? I mean,
that was
hello?
Huge. Followed by the killer dad joke. Okay. Hello, confused. I'm Brazen. Like, oh, it's creme de la creme. Chef's kiss. That's where it's at. Let's go!
Okay. That's fun.
First of all, my dad joke.
That's fun. That's fun.
He's
forcing everybody to go to melee. Really good stuff there. Then you got this. Then you got that little bit of everything. I can never do replays.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. That was a big
What
shame.
am I doing?
They really had just finished that challenge to get their challenges
5
back,
months
but
ago,
no,
jeez.
Not gonna happen. Nice little nade follow up there.
These replays are always so hard for me.
This roof
because I keep wanting to do every single clip, but it's not enough time, so I end up just rushing the whole thing.
I reckon that's how Rolex dances in real life. I reckon that's how he dances.
I agree. I so agree with that. 100%.
That's a Rolex dance for sure. That's how Rolex dances. It's like at his cousin's wedding. He's just like doing those ones onto the dance floor as the beat.
That's fun. That's fun. Oh, we've moved on. Oh, I thought it was just like a little clip there. Anyway. Good fun. Good fun. Don't be looking at my stuff. Rude. Cool. Good clip, Panda. Good clip. So nervous to tournament. I don't want to let the team down. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Stop. Immediately. If you go like this, chances are it's not going to go well. Don't expect you're going to win. Don't expect you'll do, even decently, You might expect for a good result, but you're not going to be top 5. Okay? What else? Play it like it's a random scrim. Don't play it like it's a money scrim or a money tournament or anything big. The minute you start thinking of something as big, it all turns to worm. You start the ball rolling of, I can't really do this is that, and then you end up failing. Don't do that. Play like it's a normal event. Number 2, 3, or is it 4? I don't remember. Each game, how many games is it? I'm assuming it's probably going to be like 18 games over 3 days, something like that. Each game is its own bubble, okay? So think of a bubble, like a soap bubble, when you like play with bubbles and stuff. Soap bubble? No, I was just getting the bigger camera, Citro. You got a bubble. This is a game. Now, whether or not you do well, you could do really well, you could win this game, you could end up last in this game. As soon as that game's over, you pop it and blow it away. Right? The game doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. My bubbles. Nemo reference, I get it. Anyway. The bubble is non-existent. It doesn't matter. It's gone. And when it's gone, you can't think about it. So break it down game by game. This is what we need to do for this game. This is how many points we need for this game. Once that game is over, away it goes. You think about the next game. The next bubble comes along, right? You don't have time to start stacking all your bubbles and thinking about, oh my god, we're not doing well. The last 3 games have been bad. What 3 games? Have you played 3 games? Because I only see the one that you're currently playing. I don't see the other ones. After the days ended and you're doing VOD review, then you can let the bubbles come back in, reform, right? But you need to take 1 minute in between games, go, that's why we died last game, or that's why we did really well last game. Let's bring that over, and the rest of the game goes away. That's something you really have to drill into you and your team, because a lot of players, so many players, let the bubbles accumulate. And so with every game, there's this game, okay, well that game's over. So now all we're going to do with this bubble is put it over here, and now we're going to play this bubble. And when that bubble's done, we're going to stack it on top. And then this bubble, finish that game, we're going to stack it on top. And all of a sudden, in the back of their head, there's 3, 4, 6 different bubbles that they're all thinking about. Right? You can't do that. So you need to let it go and only bring it back at the end of the day when you're doing VOD review. And then the next day, that whole day doesn't exist. Right? So that's really something you've really got to try and do. The other thing is for points, if you want to do a specific point, let me think of how I want to word this. If there's a point bracket where you think, okay, we want to be top 5, but top 5 is going to be 110 points, right? Then you break it down and you go, okay, well, we only need to do, say, 110 divided by 3 is not a very round number. Well done me. It's like 60, no, it's like, what is that, 45-ish points a day? Okay. 45 divided by 6, or say 42 divided by 6, 7 points a game. Okay. We need 7 points again. No, you need 5 to 10 points a game. Right? You need 5 to 10 points a game. Because if you do that way, if you do badly, you get 4 points. It's like, oh, we only need to make up 1 point in the next game. If you get 10 points, it's like, oh, cool. We can go out next game completely last. We don't want to because we lose our lead. But we can, and that's pressure off your shoulders, right? So you really got to do that as well. If you say you need 7, 5 or 6 to like 10, 5 to 10 points. And then figure out how you can do that. So 5 points is going to be 9th place and a squad wipe. Fairly easy in the end of the, at the end of the day when you're trying to just game, that's just how it happens. 10 points is going to be 2-3 squad wipes, 9 kills and ninth, or 9 kills and 10th, which means only 9 points, but that's still really good. Or that means a win where you get like 16, 17, 20 points and you are sitting pretty. So that's another one, is really try and break down as much as possible how many points you think you need, and then create a bracket out of that. Squad wipe is easy. It's easy for competitive players. It's not easy for the rest of us. If you're doing a 4v4, someone's got to win out of that. Hi, Joey, by the way. Hello, hello. People always in my bubble. I know, right? I appreciate y'all. Take it like a normal day at work. Exactly. Because I tell you what, okay, so we've seen Falcons kind of be really sad. But most of the time, it's just another day at work. PMGC, just another PMGC. Just another league, just another game, just another. They play how many games a day? Nova, old Nova, right? You want to know probably? I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm not in the inner circle of Paraboy and crew, But you want to know how they kept their cool every single global competition they had? Because they were playing 3 to 4 scrims a day with all of their people that they play professionally with. They were playing, like, say there's 4 to 6 games per scrim. They're playing 20, 30, 35 games a day, plus doing 2 hours of drills a day. And now that's really extreme. But my point is, it's another day at work for them. So when they fly out to these LANs, it's fun, but it's just to play the same old game again. You want to get to a point where it's almost boring. And then you're good. So, yeah. You get 70 points in a normal scrim, like 4 games. But see, this is where I mean, right? You're not going to win. If they're getting 70 points in a normal scrim of 4 games, then they're not going to be anywhere near your league. Now, I don't know how good you are. If you're playing 3 scrims a day, you got to be somewhat decent, right? But my point is, don't think about them. They're not in your league. Think about a list. I'm going to show you something. Let's go here to... Hang on. I need to get Liquipedia back up. And I think this will be helpful. I've also spoiled the mindset video. Because all the stuff we've just been talking about is actually in the video, and that's why I've not talked about it. But that's fine. It's okay. Let's... No, that's not a good example. Let's go down here. To league rankings. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna show you something. Odd 60 normally sure, not far off. Okay. Hi, Zakaria. Welcome. Okay. So let's look at this in terms of leagues. What I mean by leagues. So 1 to 6 is one league, or 1 to 4 is one league. That's the top league. Let's say that these guys are getting 70 points in 4 games, then they're in the top bracket. They're in that 1 to 4 place, right? They're not a Sphinxer, they're Fireflux, they're Dodgestone, or they're Brute Force. They're one of those 4. If you, as a team, not in terms of being unconfident or nervous or something like that, but realistically go, we are not a 1 through 4 team, we are a 5 through 8 team, then why are you worried about them? Yes, you can be worried about them in terms of if they push us, they're a better team, or if they rotate near us, they're going to find a way to get rid of us because they're a better team, something like that. I'm talking about sort of just mindset. Why are you worried? How do we beat them? You're not. Don't. Stay in your lane. You'll learn stuff. If it's your first tournament, money tournament, you'll learn something. Don't go, we have to beat these guys. Because the minute you do that, you're not going to concentrate on your own game. So if they're in a 1 to 4 and you're in a 5 to 8, don't worry about them. Yeah, there's different brackets here. That's why people think about their favorite teams and where they expect them to be. They always want them to win. But if I go to you and I say my favorite team is Team Spirit, right? And right now league rankings they're 10th. We're not going to talk about it. But for me, as a Team Spirit fan, logistically, I'm thinking they're a top 3 team. Therefore, they're in that bracket. If I go, man, I love me some Virtus Pro. Virtus Pro OP. We love them. Virtus Pro, as far as I've seen, not really been doing a lot in the last few years, so I'm thinking they're not going to win. They might get top 3, but that would be a little bit of a miracle. So my favorite team is a 5th to 8th bracket team. And look, there they are. They're 7th, right? So realistically going, where can we be? What can we do? And let's do the best we can. Don't worry about Fireflux. Virtus Pro aren't worried about Fireflux. They're worried about Nexuria, right? So that's really where you gotta be. League stage bonus points. Soturo. Is that the point? Is that the point, Mr. Soturo? But thank you for letting me know. But it's not the point. League. Well, why is it called league rankings then? If that's the bonus points, I thought that was weird. Where are they then? What the heck? No, that's league match standings. I don't want league match standings. There's 0. Oh, overall. Here we go. See? So here you go. I'm still right. So they're 387. Yeah, 387. Virtus Pro, 6th place, 308. So Virtus Pro were worried about Heroic. They're not worried about Team Spirit or Dagestan. Different league. And that's what I'm trying to say. How are S2G in 14th place? Things are happening over there. So you're not far off? Cool, you're a 5th place team. Still not worried about number 1 though. So that's just what I'm trying to say here. I hope that comes across as I'm meaning to say it. Sorry, it's a wild cinnamon candle. It smells nice. But I always forget to light it, so I just sniff it occasionally. Is that unhinged behavior? It might be. Of course, King! Best of luck to you, sir, with your money tournament. If you're gonna be in Discord, come on in and let us know how it goes. Please do. We want to know. But yeah, I hope that's helpful. I've spilled all the beans. And King, if you're not aware, when I was coaching 7th Element last year, we were in the Central South Asia or something like that. CSA championship. And top 6 at that point, because we had 2 teams already. It's normally top 4, but 2 teams already had PMGC tickets. So it was the top 6. And I over and over and over again, because my team was like, we're gonna win. I'm like, you're not gonna win. There's literally Falcons in here. What do you mean you're gonna win? Spring season, you're 16th place in this same tournament. And now in fall season, you think you're gonna win? No, you're not gonna win. But we can do top 7. We can do top 7. You're good enough for that. For this season, you're good enough for that. So I said, don't think you're gonna win. Keep your eyes on 6th place. Do enough for 6th place. It's gonna be a world of improvement from last place, right? And they got 6th. And they went to PMGC because they didn't think about winning. So, if you do that, you play your game and you're good enough and you adapt, you're going to go farther possibly than you expect. But don't expect to go farther because you'll go lower. We can make top 5? Go for top 5. Rolex is live on Instagram. Okay. Then cool. Top 5. A great league to be in, a great goal to have. Yeah, go for top 5. You got it. Absolutely, you got this. If you think you can make top 5, then I'm sure you can. It's just little things. Take on board what I'm trying to say here. I always tend with a lot of teams. Where'd my water? I've left my water in the other room. That's crazy. When talking to teams, because I don't know your experience, what you've been doing, how you play, etc., I always kind of assume that you're a lower level team, just because I don't know. I have to start from that basis, and then we go from there on how much I actually have to show you or tell you or teach you or whatever, right? So with that, um so you could be a top 5, a top 3, a top 1, but then me telling you, oh, you're not going to win. I'm just saying it's your first money scrim, the way you've been talking, etc. I'm kind of like, okay, then they should aim for top 5. You know, that sort of thing. I don't mean to kind of talk your team down and go, well, you're not going to win and you're only going to do this. I automatically, a lot of people who come in here are lower tiered teams or teams without that much experience, and so I try and sit on both sides of the fence there a little bit. But if you're confident in your team, that's one of the best signs that you're going to do well. You know, you got this. Yeah, you should do Sotero because you're bad. You're bad at the game. There's no help for you, Mr. Runoff 400 meters. Nah, Sotero, you should be at least top 6. I don't know your team, but like, you should be top 6. Because I know Sotero, so that's the only reason why. I've played with Sotero. He's a good fragger, so. Although I did beat him in a 1v1. So there's always that. Get wrecked. Alright. I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's nearly 5 p.m. I do have to get going. But it's been fun. It's been an hour and a quarter here. I appreciate y'all being in here. We're going to be back at 9 p.m. CET for some gameplay. So if you want to come in and have a little bit of fun, watch some games, let's do that. Top 2 get PMSL. Ooh, okay. Ooh, yeah. All right. Let's do it. I did beat you. I'm American English. Half, but I'm in France. So there's 3. She's from French, yes. So we're gonna be doing some gameplay. I don't do team codes or anything, I just play with friends, but it's good fun anyway. So I'll be doing that tonight, and then we'll be back for another analysis video. Analysis stream. There we go, on Thursday. Same time as us? 1643. Where are you, King? Yes, I did, Joey. Yes, I did. Gonna play a little bit of Ultimate Royale and a little bit of the new mode. Because Maximan is planning to play, so he wants to play. He wants to sweat it out because he's an epic IGL. I'm an okay IGL, but I don't want to, because it's not a team I've set up in advance with me being the IGL, I don't want to boss people around. South Africa. Ooh, okay. Okay, you got this. You got this. Cool. All right, I'm going to go. I do have to go because I've got things. I have plans, so I'm going. Yeah, DK's from there. Got it, Sotero. Sounds good. I appreciate you. I'm going now. So I'll see you later tonight then, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for sharing your questions and concerns. I hope I've been helpful in some way. This VOD will also be going out into video format later on next week, and the VOD is always here for you to come back to. So I'm going to go now. Appointment scheduled for 30 minutes after start time. No! Okay, I'll see you there, Joey. Yes, please hit like, and I'll see you later. Bye.